I think there's something about the idea that you want to hold on to these bonds and your youth and all of that, and so they make sure that they see each other every year, no matter what. But what they don't realize is that they've been severely medicated every single time they've ever been together. And then the veil gets lifted and things get real.
The movie is, for me, I think, a real discussion of the male id. And I think what it means to be a man is something that you never ever see in modern media. You see a lot about what it means to be a woman, right. and then you see men portrayed through the eyes of women, but you never see men talking about men.
We're dealing with things that you know, that we're not really allowed to talk about in American society, and that's sort of what happens to a man when he hits 40. It's sort of a non-issue in America. We're infantilized as a society, and we're a youth-worshipping culture, right? We worship youth, and don't really. What happens after that? It's like, we're not going to talk about that, and we're not even going to let you know what's going on over there. How do I become what I'm supposed to be, which is a 40-year-old man? You know, because I'm not 25, so I don't want to listen to that 25-year-old music and talk about 25-year-old things. You know, I want to talk about what it's like to be 40, you know, my age. I don't feel like we're given the opportunity to really dig into what it means to fail as an American man.
I still don't know why I've done the things that I've done. I'm in trouble, Rich. I'm in deep, over my head drowning trouble.
Mark Pellington shot it in sequence, so we got very lucky.
Yeah, I don't think we could have done it if we hadn't shot it in sequence. And most people who don't make movies or TV don't realize that oftentimes you shoot the beginning first and then the first scene after that. And to play the emotional through line of not just how stoned and damaged these guys are, but just in terms of where they are with each other emotionally, that line would have been really hard to recreate if we hadn't started at the beginning and ended at the end.
The script was inspired by a French film called Le Grand Bouffe that was about 4 guys that ate themselves to death. So you're just using this as a vehicle to churn up these themes and issues, and as Tom explained, this is not something that people get to, you know, you lift up a manhole cover or peek into the closet, and the movie kind of does that. It says there are men like this, love them or hate them, turn away from them with repugnant indignation. They're there, they exist.
You could take the movie in so many different ways. I mean, the tragedy that happens to all of us can be a metaphor as well. You know what I mean? So I think it works on a bunch of different levels.